Wafflestick, and welcome back to the WayStone Season 3, Episode 6. We're currently standing next to the golem trap that we had made last episode, along with this huge iron farm done by Groova. Oh, it is excellent stuff. We've been AFK for about 8 or 9 hours. I've been AFKing on this platform in particular because there's not any mob spawns, so it's been a good place to just gonna camp out and see how efficient this thing is. And I did notice something that didn't have a block on top of it, so it wasn't even registering that door. That's something to keep in mind. So I think everything is working now. We don't have to worry about it. And so there's been a lot of iron golems to fall in this trap, and I'm going to see just the efficiency on it, as I haven't even checked yet. And you know, 8 or 9 hours, Groova claims that you'll be making at least like a stack of iron blocks per hour. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh, that's insane. That is crazy. That just blows my mind. That's an instant beacon right there. Groova. Oh, you are fantastic. Thank you so much. Oh, he said in the comment section in the last video, he was a little bit worried that it wasn't going to work for the first time because you know how these are. They're so big that you can make one little mistake and it wouldn't work for you. So I'm glad I pointed that out before I did start recording this episode. So don't sweat it, Groova. It's working excellently. Oh, that is amazing. Well, I guess I could stock up my redstone shulker box. And not only that, but get a beacon going over here so that we can work on our base today. Just a bit. But it's going to be a little bit more of a relaxed episode. We've done a lot in the last two. So I feel like maybe we should take it a little bit easier today. On that first clip, I didn't notice this here. There's a brown shulker box, a foreign shulker box in my cell. There's a sign on the front that says, "For being nice, LOL," from Dom. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Oh, wow, there's a gas head in there. That is nice. And then 4 diamonds. Make use of for a pickaxe. This is just the thing I needed, actually. Let's go ahead and do this. And then just dump our iron in there because I need to take this over, get a beacon going, and also slay the wither. Oh, thank you, Dom. That's awesome. So let's go ahead and fill up our inventory again with iron, and then to restock my shulker box, we're gonna go get a beacon, get it all done, and we will be smooth sailing for this area. Good stuff. I don't feel like the smartest cookie in the jar. Take a look at this. Oh, that would be my luck, wouldn't it? I should have looked up before I started building this thing. We don't have to delay any longer. If you've watched me in my previous seasons, you may have noted that I don't relish in fighting the wither. I just glitched him into the roof of the nether, and now we have a beacon, and we can go ahead and clear out the middle cell to begin the storage system for our iron farm. I feel like the iron farm may be one of our strongest farms this season, but yes, I want to do a good slime farm this season as well. But for now, let's focus on the ironwork and get this place dug out. Then we have to go to the Mesa. We'll take our beacon with us, get a bunch of terracotta and decorate it up. Should be fun. Out on the Mesa finally, and we brought someone with us. We brought Canes. Oh, it's nice. He needs some glazed terracotta. I was like, man, I'm bringing my beacon. Pack up. Let's go over to the Mesa. Let's go get some terracotta. We're doing pretty good so far. This is much faster than having to do it the old-fashioned way. I wonder if this is 2 layers. Oh, this could be right here. Oh, that's a nice sweet spot. Ooh, that's delicious. I gotta be careful not to pick up my junk. Whoop, looks like I've already have, so I gotta dump it out again. I think that's about everything. Oh, it's nice. So we have a whole shulker box filled with terracotta and also this one. I wonder how Canes is doing. Where is Canes? Oh, you know, there's a couple layers down here. I probably should tell him. It's much easier to mine from just going under the cliffside. Doesn't look the best, but hey, this is a mining mesa. It doesn't matter to me, really. Yeah, let's go tell Canes real quick and pack up things, go over to the Enderman farm, and get our stuff prepared because these pickaxes are looking pretty cheap. It's been about 13 hours, and oh man, I've had a long day at work. It's been a long shift, but I'm just going to see what we have as far as iron production from this in that 13 hours. That's the one good thing about it. We can sit around and wait on the iron. So let's take a look. I'm just gonna drop down here. You have my lighter on. For some reason I forgot I had it on. Let's see what the efficiency looks like after 13 hours, which probably the second double chest filled up. I think someone took a beacon's worth out of this, but I don't know. So we have a full first double chest. That one's expected. A full second double chest. Full third double chest. And then a fourth. What? Oh, that's just crazy. That's just ludicrous. This thing is insane. Oh, there comes iron as we speak. And even more iron golems going into the pit. Yeah, flood the iron. So, now that I'm home after this 13-hour shift, I don't feel like commentating as much tonight. So we're just going to roll this into a time lapse. I'm going to try to clear these cells out. A few of them anyway. See how far we can get in a couple of hours, because I got to go to bed and redo the shift over again tomorrow. And then after that, everything will calm down and I'll be able to start doing my videos again, as far as commentation and stuff goes. So hopefully this goes well. I'm going to dig out probably as much as we have here. And we need to work on this storage system here in a couple of days when I have the time. But I'm going to try to do it in this episode. Let's go ahead and get rolling with that time lapse. I just got home from work and started looking at some of these block designs I had decided to do in the wall. Cannot say they look the greatest with this. That powder is a very strong contrast. And it may actually be okay if we did columns in it. I don't know. I mean, that's an option, but I don't think I want columns right there, because we have these double columns going along the edge. Yeah, I think I just want to stick with these, but the only problem with that is the sides. That has totally messed up the design. Oh man, I think at Spawn there's a wool shop now. I think Dom had set up one. So I'm going to go check and see what there is. I have 22 diamonds on me, so we can go see what kind of blocks look good in this mess. So, we do have logs for sale by the Crafty Scott. Let's go ahead and get those. I think I will need those for chests and the storage system to come for the iron farm. But I still yet to find the stand that's Dom. So this is, ooh, Thunder Gaming's bookshop. Now that is kind of cool. There should even be more stand. Ooh, here we go. Welcome to Dom's Bum Fluff Shack. 1 diamond or 5 ingots per stack. Well, I've got diamonds on me, so I tell you what, we'll just go ahead and do that. And he can have those diamonds. Now, we're going to give this a test and see if this works or not with our design. If not, then I spent a bunch of diamonds on something I'm not going to use unless it's for beds. I think I've managed to test out every block that was recommended to me. We have the gold, which is too shiny. We have this, which is too contrasted. This is too vibrant. But the hay bales work really well. The only problem with those, the sides, and I don't want to tether those off because it looked kind of strange when we only had hay bales on the inner columns. Oh man, I'm a picky waffle. I think maybe perhaps going into creative and going into a testing world to see what kind of blocks we have that are yellowish, that kind of blend into this, or we could even go with like a complementary design, so it'd be like a green compared to a yellow. But I don't know yet. I don't want to overdo the terracotta. It would likely be some concrete. I just don't know yet. So let's go over into a creative world, see if we can get some blocks to go along with this. Oh, this is a challenge. This is one of the most difficult color palettes I've ever done. I mean, we've got some warm colors right there, but none of them really merge. And we do have the pumpkin texture, which looks kind of cool, and it does blend in a little bit more than most things, but it's still not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this very particular look that's going to blend well. And I don't know if there's any blocks that we can use to get that effect out of it. Oh, it's so difficult. I don't know why. I normally don't have a problem coming up with color combinations, but this is just a very hard set to work with. Now, something I wouldn't mind trying is this, or to just bring this wall up a bit and have another tester. Having these terracotta blocks, these lime green ones, those are just like an example, and then bringing those out and doing a more linear design rather than a sporadic one. Now that looks kind of cool, and then we could also like merge that into some column work. So we have a bunch of iron. We could do a neutral color. That looks kind of cool in a way. Or we can even take some of this pumpkin and try it. It would be a very difficult block to decorate with because it'd be rather expensive. And we don't currently have a pumpkin farm, but that looks pretty cool. Oh, it does. And you know, you can even like throw in little tidbits like this and then have it go down like that. I mean, it's a cool design idea. I just want to go with a more sporadic look, but maybe the linear look would be a bit better and a little bit easier to work with than that color. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Not this design, but we'll think of something that looks cool in a linear fashion. Well, something just a little bit different than what we were going with. We have a very linear design with iron blocks to accentuate it. And you know what? I actually like the concrete powder like this. When it's fading from the block underneath it, it casts a bit of a shadow. And it really looks a lot better as a linear design compared to doing the sporadic thing, because if I do the sporadic thing, it just doesn't blend at all. But this looks a lot better. There's a much better fade from that color to this color. And it feels like there's a reason behind it, you know. And I just went with iron blocks because it's a very accentuating design. And iron blocks wouldn't look right if we did it in a very sporadic way. But since we're doing it in a very linear way, it looks kind of fit. It looks like it does kind of fit in there. And you know, this could be like some themed mechanical hive compared to doing a natural hive. So if we were to go out of this cell and take a look from above, that looks kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to do the doorways like that. I think I'm going to work with those a bit because I don't know how I'm going to integrate a doorway on the sides like this. We could do the same shape, but it would look different. That looks kind of cool though. I like that. In a way, I feel like it may need just a little bit more depth above it. But once we have that, I believe iron blocks could work. But I'm not going to do that right now. I want to work on the floor. I think I can come up with a good design for the floor. But I will definitely need help, more help with this and what you guys think of it. And maybe even think of some kind of linear design would be kind of a cool thing. We could integrate columns if we did another one of these, like right there, and extend that around the cell. It's going to take some thought. I would really like some suggestions on that. Now let me just go ahead and start working on the floor a bit and think of some kind of cool palette for it. Now that shouldn't be too hard because I want to go with a more dark pattern to accentuate the floors, so when you're looking down into the hive, if you're from above, it's going to look very contrasted and cool. So let me know your thoughts on this. When I was talking about blocks merging well together, I was talking about this. This looks really nice, this color palette. And I didn't expect the savanna grass to come out looking so nice with it all. Ooh, it looks good. I think maybe we could do with a couple more of those actually. Place a couple of those in to kind of break up that pattern. Oh yeah, that is quite lovely with the yellow as well. And I was thinking about bringing this over into this room as well, just to see what it looks like with the floor. I think we'll do that just to get a good gander about it, and then we'll work on our storage system because we got to get that out of the way, and we also got to move this long activation switch over into the middle area. So we'll go ahead and get on to that. I think that looks good. This is the point where I need opinions. You know, I'm just doing stuff to throw it out there because I don't want to be stuck on a blank canvas and saying, hey, I need to design this, but not ever do it. So let's take a look and see what we do have. This. And, you know, I have just translated the iron ring along with the concrete powder into this design. Looks like I missed one. I have some, yes. Let's go and do that. But yeah, you know, I didn't want to get stuck just not doing anything. And this is an option for us. You know, I was wanting to spark some ideas, and I need some of your opinions because I don't know where to go from here. Obviously, we'll need some more depth. Maybe even the floor too would use some more depth. And you know, we could use things like birch, and with this linear design, you can use a lot more blocks compared to just, you know, yellow merging blocks or very contrasted blocks. So I think maybe perhaps you guys could throw in some opinions. Let me know what you think about this design and where I could go with it, or if you want me to add on to this. I don't want to make it too complicated because if I do, then I will shorten the amount of cells I do, because obviously that'd be a lot of work. And you know, I just want to keep it simple. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't mind doing sporadic work. That's not really complicated, but this, you know, just needs something simple to fill it in, kind of like we do with the bottom, and also under the blocks needs something. So just let me know. More thoughts. This episode is of thoughts. Before I do move this storage system, I thought you guys would be interested in seeing something cool. The iron explosion. Holy cow, that's a lot of iron. Holy moly. Seeing that I AFK quite a bit, I thought maybe having a punchy storage system would be good. And I say punchy because it's not like massive, but it still packs a punch. I've seen bigger than this, but it should suffice for me. I've just got to get a few more hoppers because I just ran out. It's kind of funny how easy it is to get hoppers now compared to not having hoppers. But yes, we're going to have to readjust this dispensing system so that it does fall over there, I think is where I want the collection. Or yeah, we could just center it. I don't know if anyone else finds it concerning when moms do this, but it scares me to death. But yes, we have aligned this to the center. We now have a nice torch tower. Going up to the reset system, we also have a item dispensing platform, I guess you could call it, just a track so that they go down the tube. Which I implemented the tube because I was afraid the iron ingots would, you know, kind of dance off. We've also got some glowstone to help out with the updating, along with some droppers on the top hoppers, just to help with a little bit of lag that it may cause. But anyways, I think that pretty much polishes off everything I wanted to get into this episode. Oh man, we've done quite a bit actually. I thought it was going to be an easy laid back episode, but we ended up doing a lot. But I think that's going to be about it for this episode, guys. Hope you did enjoy watching. We'll see you in episode 7. Have a fantastic day.